Hey, you guys, we're back. Always Ashley G. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. I gotta think of a way to get to 10,000 subscribers in 2 days. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Come on. Show me some love. All right. So let's get to it. We're going to talk about how to create healthy boundaries in our relationships. Is that a touchy subject? I know. We'll ease into it. How do you create healthy boundaries in relationships? Not only with your partner, but with your friends, your relatives, anybody, right? Coworkers. How do you set those healthy boundaries? Let's talk about 3 ways we're going to create healthy boundaries. So let's first talk about what is boundaries. What are boundaries? Boundaries are limits that we set in relationships with other people on what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. They're limits, they're lines that we draw so we'll know how far someone should go and where they should stop. So, boundaries are not only important for others, but it's important for ourselves so we can practice good mental health, so we can practice good self-care, so we can be in a good positive space for ourselves. So, what are some tips on practicing good health, on practicing good healthy boundaries? Let's get into it. First thing, learn to say no. Say no. If you don't want to go, say no. If you don't want to do it, say no. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, say, what is it? Yeah. No. Say no. Don't force yourself to be in places and spaces that you feel uncomfortable for somebody else to feel comfortable. Don't force yourself to be in spaces that you don't want to be in, all for the comfort of somebody else. Say it with me. No. A little bit louder. No. Okay, just one more time for good practice. No. We're saying no. And if the other person does not appreciate and understand that, then that's okay, right? That's okay because you're setting that boundary for who? Yourself. And so you can be in a good, healthy place, a good, healthy mental space. Setting boundaries is all for you. It is your self-care. So if saying no hurts somebody else's feelings and they don't understand why you're saying no, try your best to explain. And even if they don't understand, it's okay because it's for your mental health and your better self-care, right? Say no. Number 2, remain true to you. What? What you talking about, Ashley? Remain true to your self principles, your own principles that you've made for yourself, your values, your morals. Stay true to those. Stay true to yourself. And when you feel like you're not being true to yourself, that is a red flag for what? A boundary being crossed. Yeah, that's a red flag. Those instincts that you start to feel like, this ain't me. This could never be me, right? That's a red flag for a boundary being crossed. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to those core values that make you you. And you will not go wrong. So when you start to feel like this ain't me, this goes against my morals, this goes against my values, this is against my principles, then it's probably 10 times out of 10, you got it against your boundaries too. So stay true to yourself, stay true to who you are. And last but not least, number 3, communicate your thoughts, your feelings with respect. Communicate that. Show them, your significant other, your relative, whoever it is, show them respect when you're communicating, when you're saying no. And when you're feeling that someone's going against your principles and your values, communicate it with respect, right? Because the whole key of this is it's a healthy boundary, right? So we want to make sure that we are communicating with respect, that we are using clear words, that we're not talking around the subject, that we're not talking in riddles, that we are being clear with how we communicate so the other receiver, so the other person who's receiving this information can understand where you're coming from, so they can have a clear understanding of where you're coming from, so there's no gray areas, right? That will definitely help you create healthy boundaries. So, number 1, say no. Number 2, stay true to yourself. And 3, communicate your thoughts and feelings respectfully. And of course, there are a ton other ways to create healthy boundaries, but hopefully this will get you on the right start to create healthy boundaries, not only in your personal relationships, but in your professional relationships as well. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time on Always Ashley G. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button. Stay true to yourself when you hit that button. Bye-bye.